Okay, gonna give it a bit so that I know that when I'm going live, I'm actually live. Because it always takes a bit before YouTube decides to show that I am live. Am I live? I am live. There we go, I think. No, wait, am I? I'm live. I want to believe that I'm live, so let's just assume I'm live. Why is everything weird today? I am live. Hi. I want to start by apologizing if I hope the noise gate in the software can pick it up, can make sure it doesn't get picked up, but apparently the restaurant downstairs thought that today was a brilliant time to start using high pressure cleaning tools right outside the building. So hopefully that's not gonna pick up on the microphone. That will probably also be the main reason why I'll be starting to stream a bit later in the day, looking forward, now that this country is starting to slowly open back up. Because it's getting noisy outside. Anyway, focusing on the game. Hello and welcome to the stream, everyone. Last time we made it to Wyndon. And that is... oh, I'm live. Hey there, Vox. And cats, of course. Last time we made it to Wyndon, which is the big city where... Cool. Cool that it's not being picked up. Anyway, Wyndon. We need to make it to the stadium because that's where the Pokémon League is located. If you have not played this game before, I want to clarify two things. One, the league works differently in this generation than it has in any other generation before it. And two, hey lovable abusive, or says, that was not number two. Number two is that this is basically where the majority of the plot will pick up in the game. I'll be skipping through all the text as per usual, because if you want to get the story, you will. I'm doing that over on my Nuzlocke videos or on Vox's stream, which I can recommend that you check out either or both, for both perspectives. So I'll be skipping through all the text, but if you don't like spoilers, even if it's only visual, then here's your warning. That's what we're going through today. At least some of it. I don't know how far we'll make it. But yeah, Wyndon, big city. This is basically, well, literally the last stop of our journey in regards to when you look at the map. Also, I checked. Unfortunately, the weather is not overcast in Giant's Mirror today, so we're not getting a Corsola today either. Which is the only Pokemon we can currently get before post-game that we're lacking on our Ghost roster. Let's have a look around the city. First and foremost, we're just gonna take a small trip around the town, right? First and foremost, we have where we entered, which is this big fountain area. There's no importance to it whatsoever, but there is an entrance to intercity train station, like a system that runs within this city because it's that big. Of course, we have the Pokemon Center, and over here is where we are gonna go, and that's... wait, this is the Battle Cafe, right? Yeah, we don't care about that. But it does have clothing, and while we do have one smithy outfit, I feel like it's worth taking a look at what we can get, if nothing else. There are no shirts. There are new jackets. Oh, that one actually has purple. What is our current jacket? Fully purple, okay. Ghost type jacket. I mean, that would be fitting. I don't feel like it works that well compared to what we have. Biker jackets, or motorcycle jackets. Well, first and foremost, they don't have it in purple, so that's just a straight up no. Not a fan of any of the trousers or skirts either. They have dresses. Here's the funny thing, that this is a weird complaint, I know, but when I started the game, originally on my casual playthrough, I wanted my starter dress, but in a different color. You have to get all the way to Wyndon to get recolors of the starter dress. I don't know what made them make that decision, but apparently we do. Yeah, if we wanted to go back to starter dress, this is where we do that. I think we're set with what we have, to be honest. There are some really over-designed items in these shops. I do like the ghost backpack. I'm gonna admit that, but I think we're just gonna stick with what we have. Ooh, that was a really nice purple. Psychic type, of course. Clothing shopping, yay! Well, the electric type is kind of cool. Not for us though. That's too much yellow. I don't understand these cases. Hats? No, I think we're fine what we have. Oh, actually, don't they have... no, they don't. Yeah, I think we're just gonna stick with what we have. But yeah, that's the selection in Wyndon. It's better than... was it Hammerlock that had no clothing that was that interesting, at least in my opinion? This is a step up at least. And then of course you have the hairdresser here, which is the same in all places. Back here, I love the view from here, by the way. That's a hotel we'll be going to later. And that building over there in the back, well, we'll get to it. Go for the most over-designed stuff. We'll blind our opponents. I don't think that's how it works, cats. But yeah, we'll take the scenic route here. I really do like what they did in regards to the camera work and trying to make this place look really nice. It's kind of interesting. Wyndon is this place that it feels big, but it's technically an illusion because it's actually kind of small when you really start thinking about it. Because the only other thing that is here, other than the stadium up there, obviously, would be down this route, where we have a small park. We're heading in here only because there are some items I want to pick up. I can, for the life of me, not remember. I think there's one here. Of course, it's a park, so it's also a bit of a labyrinth. Why wouldn't it be, right? Here? Wait. How do I get through? Oh wait, it's because I have the bike, isn't it? No, it's not. I have to come from the other side? I'm assuming I have to come from the other side. Oh, London Eye. You mean the Ferris wheel? Yeah, that's a good point. It's probably what it's inspired by, to be honest. Grassy seed. So, today's plans, since there's nothing more to catch, I think we're just gonna go to the league. I will admit I did not research the levels we need and stuff like that. But we're here, and we might as well get the ball rolling. There's an item in that corner. Okay, back in again. There is one NPC I do want to talk to before that though. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be... Maybe I should just skip it, actually. It's technically relevant and not relevant at the same time. It's an NPC that, once we beat him, allows me to get a book that can allow me to form change Rotom. The problem is, if I form change it, it loses its ghost typing, which, I mean, that's not allowed for my ghost one, right? The overall design of this place is very Londony. Yeah, that is correct, cats. It's I think that is basically what they went for. They saw London and thought, we want it to look like that. So yeah, that's all of Wyndon. There's of course the interior of the station, but we'll get there as part of the story at some point. Let's just visit the Pokemon Center over here real quick. Oh, and that right there on the right is the tube. It's basically just a small system that allows you to travel to quick travel to all the parts of the city. Let's see, do we have... We're actually kind of low on some healing items, aren't we? We might as well buy a good handful of them. These are relatively useless compared to just buying max potions, and even that, full restore is more cost efficient at this point, isn't it? Given that it also heals everything. So I think... I mean, it's the freaking league. We'll buy some more full restores and some more max potions, yeah. We have the money, and it's pretty easy to come by more money. They need more pigeons. I mean, you think the frame rate could handle that, Sass? I doubt it. Let's just sell some of all our stuff so that we can get some more money, because, I mean, in case we need more healing items. Oh, right, before we go into the league, I should head back to Hammerlock and talk to the weather dude, just in case. I believe there is at least one trainer we would like to have some of those items against. Could also, and you know what, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We don't need to do all that grinding. So, anyone ready for the story to pick up? Because we're not gonna read it, but you'll get a sneak peek, I suppose. Welcome to Wyndon Stadium, where a lot of stuff is going on. I'll just take a moment here to show you a bit of the fun details that they have here. Like the starters up here on the monitor, of course, Ball Guy. All 3 starters, as well as Harold. Well, if you watch the Nuzlocke, you know that's Harold, but in this I guess it's not. And Boltond. I like the attention to details in this game. Also, of course, we have Ball Guy over here, so we want that ball. In this case, it's a Dream Ball, which has a really cute design. Pitohami. True. So we know Marnie made it here, and we know Hop made it here, so that's something. What's up, Hop? Reception desk. Right. So, as I said earlier, the League functions differently in this generation than it did in any of the previous generations, in that actually this one showcases it pretty well. It works on a bracket system, but basically we beat someone, then we go up against someone else, and then we can then challenge the semi-finalist, and that will then lead us to the finals. I like this system a lot better than, hey, here's 4 random trainers and a champion. This feels more appropriate for the sport, I think, personally. I can for the life of me not remember who we are up against first, to be honest. I think a safe bet is just have Sadako up front, because we know Sadako can tank basically anything. So, let's go. We've been working towards this the entire time. The League. And the post-game. That reminds me of the post-game. I need to do something before we reach the post... Well, actually, I need to do something before we reach too far. So our first challenger is Marnie. And she's dressed for the occasion. I think this is the first time we see her in her challenge outfit. True, blocks, they're not randos, but you know what I mean. I mean, it's kind of funny because as when you start a new game, you basically know nothing about the Elite Four, even though they're supposed to be the big 4. So for the 10-year-old that you play as, they are technically just randos, which is kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, Marnie's dark side. That could prove real bad. That could prove real bad. But we haven't had too much trouble with Sadako. You're not supposed to miss. I will say I'm lucky. Sadako is like 7 levels higher. Yeah, I agree, Sass. Marnie's design is nice. Not usually a big fan of the undercut look that her hair has, but it works in this art style. It does not always work that well in reality, in my opinion, but I mean that's an opinion matter, of course. Some people rock it pretty well, just a lot of people don't. But yeah. Also, Lipard went down in 1 hit. Why didn't I just do that? I feel... I didn't see what she's sending out, but I feel like we're pretty set for this. Yeah, that's true. It is basically just a football stadium. Wait, what? Oh, I was tormented. Okay, well, I will wisp you then. Yeah, Vox, I agree. It's a bit of a shame that most of the generations didn't establish the Elite Four. That did not hurt. Nice, disabled. Does not establish the Elite Four that well integrated into the story. I think Gen 5 attempted it, or was that just the gym leaders? I have a bit of a lapse in memory there, but yeah. And to get back to what you were saying, Kat, yeah, it's really cool that they're basically just embracing the whole UK style of things by making it a football stadium. It also just works really well for the flavor of these battles. I quite like it. I will say though, I'm impressed that they can always manage to pack a stadium full of people, regardless of who's fighting. I don't think that would quite be the same in reality. What is this thing again? It's dark fighting. Fighting is weak to flying and psychic and fairy? Do I have anything? No, I do not. We'll give Chandler a chance to prove himself. Why not? Jeebus! Okay, if you could hear that, that was someone in a car outside. Why is my... I am live. Why is my program blinking as if I'm not? Still live, right? Who I am. Well, YouTube just sent me a mail that I'm live, so I'm assuming that... Why did I need a reminder to know I'm live? YouTube, go home, you're drunk. I don't really feel this battle too much. Oh, okay, now Scraggy can actually hit me again. That is a bit more worrisome. I don't know how... Okay, Chandler cannot take as many hits as... Oh, this could be bad. Oh! Oh, we hit! We hit! Good. Okay. Okay. We're doing fine so far. Mani has 4 Pokemon? Toxicroak. 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 Who are you again? Oh, it's toxic. Probably dark. Toxicroak. Actually, let's use Centigrosa. I haven't used them at all since we got them. We just caught them and evolved them. Let's see what they can. I didn't even check their moveset. I never noticed. I actually never used this Pokemon. I never noticed that its tail was see-through. That's kind of interesting. What do we have? We have Dragon. We have Phantom Force. I want to see that. Rocket Punch, Dark Type Attack, that hurts. Not so bad. But also that was 60, so I kinda didn't expect it to be like the worst hit in the world. Woo. Bye, Centigrosa. Cindy! Yes. Toxicroak, the one with the... Poison Fighting. Okay, Poison Fighting? Really? Oh. Okay. If there are 2 targets, this move hits each. We'll just use Dragon Darts. I want to see these. Oh, I forgot you have full restores. Okay. Okay, Marnie. I see how we're playing. I believe she has 2 or 3 full restores. Phew. That worked way better. Why didn't I do that first? Is it technically cheating? I mean, it is shooting out 2 Dreebies, which is using 3 Pokemon in the same match, isn't it? Oh, it's a fairy counter. Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, look, it's more Pigo. This little thing. Oh, she has 5 Pokemon. Huh. Well, that makes sense, given that we're now in the big league. Oh, technically the semi-finals. Although, I think I found the attack that's gonna just basically destroy everything that gets in my path right now. Grimmsnarl. Ah, that's the one. Grimmsnarl is Dark Fairy, right? I'm a dragon. I can live with this. I can definitely live with this. Oh, right, she's gonna Gargantumax it. Should be fine. Max Waving. Ooh. Okay. I think that's basically it for Marnie. I mean, we haven't lost a single Pokemon, and I don't expect her to suddenly just rip Angry Hamster. Yep. It did not stand a chance, cats. It did not stand a chance. Not even close. I really love how the monitors in the background show animations that match what's going on in the actual battle, but just with Ball Guy. I should have used Sadako. Oh, for the poison advantage? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. We're going Cindy though, because I haven't seen this one Gigantamax, Dynamax before. Be fine, don't worry. I don't expect to lose this match. It's only level 49. Did I just use an attack that didn't have any effect once it Gigantamaxed? Well, bye Cindy Groza. Oh, it's a Mutant Dragon. Okay. This is why I shouldn't play while I'm half asleep. Ah. Oh well. So Sadako, your turn. Hey, at least it's not a Nuzlocke. Okay. So Thought Bump? Thought Bump. See, what's the problem? Well, except that Sadako might get taken out now, but it's okay, Arthas can rest her. Bye, Sadako. I feel like I might need a stalling tactic for this now. Oh, then again, look at our roster, we have plenty. If we need to stall, we might as well just send out Chandler, right? Because I don't think he can take one hit, more than one hit regardless. And if I'm lucky, he can still get in a hit. Right, Ferris the Dragon Killers, it's the other way around of what I remembered. Yes, that. Bye, Chan. What? Chandler survived? Did you see that? That's ridiculous! Wow. Okay, well done, Chandler. That worked. Okay, well, bye, Marnie. One down. An unknown amount of trainers to go. I do like... Oh, I can't remember if they do this with Marnie's theme as well, because my music is so low. But some of the people we fight in here actually get like slightly remixed versions of their regular theme music. Such as Hop, who's obviously here. His song is actually slightly different here in the league. It is nice which is a nice touch, because it shows that he has gone through a growth of sorts to get where he is today. And now he's being serious. Does it heal my Pokemon between battles? It does. Okay, cool. So what happens here is that now I don't... Oh wait, actually I can leave if I want to while preparing. But I just have to go in here to continue. Meanwhile, there's this mysterious room in the back here that no one knows what's inside. Because we're not allowed to go in there. Might as well continue on, right? It's not like we have much else to do. Chandler better than Shrek, apparently. Yeah, apparently. Okay, any guesses on our next opponent? Well, gonna be a bit late for you to guess now, since we're heading in here. Also, I think it should be fairly clear that it's Hop. Whee. Okay. Hop boy. Are you ready to have a champion time? Wait, I'm not Leon. Okay, I do not remember his setup. I should probably have done some research beforehand, but I reserve actually being prepared for the Nuzlocke. Meanwhile here we just fool around and have fun. So that is a normal type, but Sadako has plenty of non-ghost type moves, so it's fine. It is perfectly fine. He has 5 Pokemon total. He shouldn't have much trouble with Hop either, I'd assume. I don't know how clear the music is for you guys compared to me, but I hope it's not too loud first and foremost. I hope I go through clearly despite the music, if that is the case. Oh, this is the semi-final. Oh wow, that was quick. I forgot that there's only like one bracket before we hit the... Okay. Well, technically, he's this... Right, this is the semi-final because we're going through brackets in the finals as well. Gotcha. Thanks, Vox, for the correction. I'm good at language, I swear. When I want to. Although, to be fair, that's less language related and more like... what is he sending out? Shoot. I didn't see it. We'll see what happens. Oh, hey Snorlax. More normal type. The Snorlax specifically, I actually really want to burn to lower his damage output because I do not like his physical attacks. Audio levels are good. Cool. That's always my worry because, as Vox can attest to, audio levels are a nightmare to adjust when it comes to streaming. It's so easy to do post-recording, but streaming, getting it just right. Anyway, even... Wait, was he faster than me, or did I might have missed that. Oh, he's not faster than me, I'm just seeing things. High horsepower, that's a fighting type move. It is fist. That's a lot of... Oh, it's because it's super effective. Well, it's disabled now, so take that, Snarly. Snarly? To be fair, cats, specifically in this game, a lot of Pokemon have been shrunk down when it comes to the battle sprites. For instance, Wailord is smaller in this game than it was in Sun and Moon, if I remember correctly, which was already smaller than it was in the previous generation. I don't know why they do that, because it feels a bit weird to be scaling them like that, but I guess it's because it's easier to do it that way rather than having to adjust the camera as much. But then again, then we would have to take Alolan... Wait, is it... Oh, nice crit. Is Alolan... No, Alolan... what is it called again? The Palm Tree. Executor is not in this game. But really tall Pokemon. I don't think the camera zooms out to allow you to see the entirety of really big Pokemon. Let's be honest, that would have been the ideal way to do it, honestly. Just don't scale them, but make sure that the camera zooms to appropriate zoom levels? I don't know. It's a Pokemon game, you can't expect a high technological... Well, it's hardly high technology, it's more like modern technology. It's fine, it's a small thing. Although I will say, in a game that is so polished, as polished as this, it's the small things that end up standing out. So Pinarchin is straight up electric type, if I remember correctly. And it bothers me because it should be electric and water. I'd say go for ground. Welcome back, Sass, and good point, Snorlax is still standing, which, I mean, well, unless you Gigantamax it, then it's back to laying down again, rocks, so... Pinarchin looks so weird. It really does. Oh, Stomping Tantrum is super effective, what does it do? During by frustration, the user attacks the target. If the user's previous move failed, the power of this move doubles. That... I love that, that's actually... Oh, that means it can actually pay off to have a move with really low accuracy. That's an interesting way to combo. It does take a turn setup though, so you need to make sure you're not up against something that can seriously hurt you in the meantime. But that... That's a free 2x multiplier. Evil Snub. Oh yeah, I know, Vox, that Electric only has one weakness. I was just thinking that if I didn't have the thing it's weak to, I would have gone for something that is at least not weak to it. So Carbonite is flying and Steel. We're gonna straight up just burn it. I guess melt it. GM post is none. I guess that's Pinurchin? Also, this thing we're up against now, that is what Edgeworth would have become in the Nuzlocke. I love that bird. It's one of the coolest, like, starting area bird evolutions in a long time, in my opinion. But yeah, it was not meant to be, and not in this either, because we're not allowed to have something that's not ghost. If we knock them out, can we technically say they're all pseudo-ghosts? Flame body, oh, that's good. Forgot Temple had that, actually. Yeah, grass, that was exactly what I was thinking, that if I didn't have Asgard with me, I would definitely have gone Viridian, so... I'm fairly up on my game when it comes to single typing targets, blocks. It's less so when it comes to dual typing, unfortunately. I did not see what we're up against. We'll take something that seems a safe bid. Is his second last Pokemon? That means it's probably his starter, isn't it? Talonflame... Oh yeah, here comes his second, here comes his starter. I'm not sure I agree with Talonflame personally. It's not a bad design. I just always found it a bit... meh. I'm more of a... It's one of the few times I will actually be going to bat for... What does Dragon Dead do? Oh, we'll take that. One of the few times I'll actually go to bat for the Cancer region. I really like Pidgeot. But yeah, I would have to have all of the start area birds next to each other to really... Did you see that? He almost tripped! Rillaboom. Dynamax. I should have kept Chandler out, let's be honest. That's fine. I think we'll be fine? Rillaboom doesn't have a dark type attack, right? Right? I really hope it doesn't. Okay, that took a bit more than a third of our health. That's okay. Super effective though. I want to see how much damage I can deal with this. Staravia and Unfastened, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Oh, okay. It has max... Okay, so it's max darkness. I should survive unless it crits. It critted, of course it did. No, it didn't. It just took me out. Okay. Oh, right. Low rolls and high rolls. Okay. It should be fine, though. It only has one more turn. But it's a Dynamax. I don't think there's a low enough health that that Hop is actually going to heal it. No, and we're faster, so that should be it for Rillaboom. There we go. Toucannon, I forgot that was a bird. Like a Pokemon. I mean, I don't mind Toucannon that much. It's a forgettable design, which I guess is the worst crime you can do as a Pokemon. Sorry, Hop. It was not meant to be. Will you realize that you are not the pro tag and just give me the role, please? There we go. That was it for the semifinals. Yeah, cats, get used to that. Sandragosa's just eternally dying, apparently. What can I say? I'm not good at dragons. What is that? Okay, there. That's better. Hop's facial. Leon, how long were you standing there? Blah 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 blah. Congratulations, you won and stuff, and Hop, you suck, and I'm still your brother, but you suck, and you're great, Maddie. Just paraphrasing the conversation. There you go. Hey there. Oh wow, that's a long name. Lord Dark Dragon Edwin Davis Jr. Okay, I will say, that's a pretty epic name. I like your username. Alright, that's an interview here, I forgot about that. We'll actually go through this one. How does it feel to have defeated your rival? So we can reply with, I'm glad I could beat him. it doesn't quite feel real yet, or it was just luck that I won. I'm glad I could beat him, I guess. Oh, you have a shiny 2-cannon? Oh, it's... Huh. Not good for competitive, is it? Oh yeah, this is the hotel I showed earlier, by the way, the interior. If you wanted to tell Challenger Hop something right now, what would it be? I'd thank him for the great match. I'd tell him how strong he was, or that he was just the rival I knew he was. That is a very underhanded compliment. Hello, me kiddo. Your honest thoughts here. Think you can win the finals too? I absolutely do. I'm not sure. I doubt it really. Well, I absolutely do. Can't be smart jerk with the answers. I don't know about that. Not with all the answers, at least. Yes, Vox. Passive-aggressive answers are the greatest in this game. It's too bad they don't really make any difference whatsoever. I will... Here's the thing. If you... I need to do this again. Okay. I love that they took the sword Pokemon, well, the sword and shield Pokemon, and integrated it into the design of everything, like all these small details. This place just looks gorgeous. Lol, I'm the best. Yes, Sass. Oh, hey, Pierce. So this, without, if you can speed read, you'll catch the conversation here. If you can't, it'll be confusing as to what is going on. I'll recap, I guess. We're supposed to have dinner with Leon here at the hotel, but he didn't show up for some reason. For 2 hours, was it? And now Hop is apparently super nervous about it because Pierce told us that, oh, Leon? Also, just the emblem here, the Rosalia emblem here, it's so nice. I love these small details that they just added in everywhere. But yeah, Pierce arrived and told us, oh, but he's having a meeting with that big guy, I forget the name of, up at the big tower. What's his name again? Rose. Where am I going? Meet Pierce in front of the hotel. Oh. That I didn't have to walk as long, as far. I'm healed up? Okay, that's fine. Hey, Pierce. What up, man? Hi, Pierce. Bye, Pierce. There's Marnie. I'm not Pico. Basically because... Oh, here's a fun thing that happens. Oh, yeah, this entire scene. Hey, Oleana. Was it Oleana? How would you pronounce that? It's... I call her Oleana. Is that wrong? I don't know. She's here just to be like, oh, but you can't go see... I was about to call him Commander Rose. What is he? He's something Rose. Director Rose. Chairman Rose, that's the one. Because we will not allow you to interfere in his business. So I have given the key to the tower to this random guy with the sunglasses. And now he's gonna run off and we're gonna have to find him. Because who doesn't like when you know, they just postpone the story. But the cool thing is, because we won against Marnie, the hooligans are on our side now. Wow, that is a really long Polish word. Since I can't even pronounce Polish words, I cannot even attempt to pronounce that bearer. That is long. I think we might have one that's slightly longer in Danish though. I'm not sure, but we might have. Just because we like taking different words and connect them, and that apparently counts as a new word. But yeah, that is really long. Damn. But yeah, back to the story. Also the billboards. I love the billboards. What we're gonna do now is basically just be like, oh, this is not the guy we're looking for. Is this the guy we're looking for? No, this is not the guy we're looking for. It's basically just checking all these guys to see who has the key. Luckily for you guys, he never changes his location, and it's the weird guy who's staring at the wall over here. So, very inconspicuous. I love the fact that I can be like, I can trick him to turn around either by being like, Miss Oleana's here, or we already have the key, you know. What? Blast! I turned around! Now we know he has the freaking glasses. I should have put something else in the front actually, now that I think about it. because all these guys, actually, all the Macross Cosmos guys, who are basically, well, Macross Cosmos is the company that I believe Chairman Rose controls, or at least are the main people behind the building that he has his HQ in. They all just use Steel-type Pokemon, so I should just have Chandler, my starter, up front. This is where the game becomes real easy if you pick the Fire starter, by the way. All the story stuff here at the end becomes a cakewalk. So, oh, and this also happens now, because we have Nears. They will cheer on us and we can be like, thanks for the help, and that will boost our Pokemon. It's a really nice extra. I like that. It's cool that we have seen these guys like back up Marnie throughout her entire journey, and now they turn around and go like, oh, well, Marnie's not gonna be able to win now, but Marnie has just been like, hey, we like Maddie in this case, or Protag, so I guess we're behind Protag now. Oh, he is the CEO of Macross Cosmos. Okay, good. I couldn't remember if he was the CEO of that company or that other company that's also mentioned, but I guess it makes sense because you might have noticed this. The jacket that, oh, what is his name? Wooloo Hair. Wow, I'm derping on names today. Our other rival that got booted from the challenge. You might have noticed that on his jacket it actually has the Macross Cosmos logo on it, which is kind of fun detail because it just shows that it's such a small detail, but it's still, if you catch it, it underlines the plot point that he is definitely working for Chairman Rose throughout the entirety of the plot. Up until he gets the boot, of course. Anyway, I forgot to switch my Pokemon, but wait, why did I use that? Ah, well, it's fine. It's fine. I only have 5 power points on fire moves if I pick my... That would depend on what... blocks. That would depend on what attack setup I have. Bead, thank you. Bead. I forgot. I forgot his name. Yeah, Bead's jacket has the Macross Cosmos logo on it. There is another company inside the Macross Cosmos building, and I can for the life of me not remember what they're called. But we'll get there at some point. And we'll learn a bit about them. So we'll take it when we get there. Once this guy stops running and just answers the key, which would be lovely, because it's so weird. Because when he runs away from us 3 times in total, which means we have 3 battles with him. Each time he has 2 Pokemon. He has a full team of 6. Why is he not just going against us once with a full team? This guy thinks it's a good idea to just use them 2 and 2 instead. Not even 2 and 2 as in dual battles, because that would probably have helped him actually. But no, 2 and 2 as in yeah. Also, if this one can be a bit tricky to notice, but he's hiding in the phone booth. Who do you think you are, Superman? Get out of there. I love the fact that there is a phone booth in this game, given that those things are hardly existent in reality anymore. I remember phone booths. Now I feel old. I am the only one, you know, Box, who's dumb enough to have Ember, Flame Charge, and Powerball. You know what? I call it type non-coverage. I know it's not smart, okay? Also, I don't remember the typing of Ferroseed, and since we never met one, I will just have to rely on whatever happens here to remember what attacks might actually work. Thanks for the support, Marnie. You're the best. But yeah, this should be the final battle against this guy. After that, well... Oh, there we go. Nice hit, nice hit. Red phone boxes are an iconic part of London. I know that, actually. It's another really nice touch that they added in this game. Although, I wonder, this is an interesting question for you, British people. I was about to call you Londoners. You don't actually live in London. The phone booths, are they staying up just as like a cultural icon thing that is protected, or are they still actually in use? Because that is something I have been wondering myself. I would assume they're not in use anymore, right? Yeah, super weak to fire. I'm gonna switch Chandler up front. I said this during the first battle and just completely derped on it all the time to not do it. Okay, I think we got Eric now. If I remember correctly, he's gonna be like running off one last time because he's apparently running away is the most heroic thing he could think of doing. Oh, I'm not even allowed to... I'm just being thrust straight into a cutscene now? Oh, I am, okay. He's gonna hide next to his... I guess we have 4 identical twins here. Was that a poster with a boss on it? Oh. They're usable but not used. Okay. Okay, that's still more than I thought, because... Yeah, I would assume they're not that used because you would need, like, coins to operate them, right? And who has coins on them these days? So what's going on here? I'm again just gonna short summary. We're trying to find the guy, and apparently PS4 the best way to find the guy was to have an impromptu concert in the midst of this place, where all the Pokemon are just rocking to it. And basically everyone's hearing it and be like, "Ah, Pierce, we love you, Pierce!" Ah! Running down the stairs and making these guys just, like, have to move. And while all that's happening, I believe one of us has managed to snatch up the key. And there we go. We just took the tube to the Macrocosmos building, which is pretty tall, if I may say so. Good thing for us, we don't have to take the stairs. I will say it must really suck getting it. Oh, it's called Rose Tower. Right, Rose Tower. It's a nice looking building. I'm not normally much of an architectural nerd. Nerd in the most positive of ways, of course. But this is a really nice design. I will say though, if you ever played Detroit Become Human, this building strikes an odd resemblance to a building in that game. Without spoiling anything of that game, that is. I can recommend that game if you like games where you end up thinking a lot about what choices you make. But I digress. I missed out on some of the chat, didn't I? Yeah, Vox, most people just look weird when anyone starts singing in stations like that. That is true. And of course you'd find the Zigzagoons cute cats. I will say that's the only time in this game where I'm actually like, okay, I can live with these Zigzagoon existing. When they run around in the wild, they're really annoying. So we found a cell battery and some electric seeds, basically just more power items. I guess we could use at least one of them with Rotom, that's the one. So a cool thing they do in this game is that this building right now is just for story purposes, but in the post game it actually gets converted into something else. I'll touch on that once we get there. But they reuse this. It's not just a cool location for the sake of a cool location. They actually utilize it for more than just a story. And you know what? While that might seem lazy at first, I also think it's actually perfectly acceptable. And it also means that the building isn't going to waste, because otherwise it would just be like, hey, you go here once and then now you never go here again. I forgot to switch up Sadako to front again. Okay, mental note. Switch Pokemon. Switch Pokemon. Here's a question. Am I even gonna be allowed to do that between battles? I don't think so. Oh, actually, yes. Yes. I'm allowed to move around before I enter the elevator. After that, it's one long marathon of just trainer on trainer on trainer, and I believe we are actually in dual battles for the entirety of the elevator ride, together with Hop. That guy just lost his bonus apparently, so that sucks for him. I find it kind of... It's weird. So all we're doing right now is that we want to get to Leon because we're worried about him. All we know is that he has a meeting with Chairman Rose, and we haven't heard from him for way longer time than we expect was good. So we're just expecting there's trouble here. For all we know, it could just be a meeting that's dragging out. That's very common for adults, to be honest. But yeah, why not beat up a bunch of people and go and interrupt their meeting, right? Oh, you're also playing Pokemon Shield. Cool. How far have you gotten, Lord? They just call you Lord Edwin, Junior. You have way too many names. I could also just call it Dark Dragon. I don't know what you prefer to go by. But yeah, these guys basically all work for either Macross Cosmos or one of the subsidiaries of Macross Cosmos, and some of them have some interesting things to say, others are just plain up weird. But yeah, we're fighting together with Hop in a 2-on-2 battle. I don't expect this to be much of a problem because, again, everything is super weak to fire, so if Hop can't take care of it, we'll take care of it. That did not destroy the Bronzong, really? As I see. Oh, but... Oh, come on, Hop. You had one job, and it was to pick up the slack where I failed. Oh, you completed it. Cool. Well, I mean, Hop, can you take care of the Bronzong? Meanwhile, I'll take care... Oh, right. I am smart, I swear. When I'm actually focusing on the game, I'm better. I'm still not good at this game, but I am better than just, you know, shooting at things that aren't even on the freaking board at the moment. Oh, field, I guess. It's not a board. Phantom Force. Asgard. Phantom Force. I don't think there's any reason to keep Shadow Punch compared to Phantom Force. I'd assume it seems better in all aspects. Oh, well done. I'm trying to take out Doppel and completely failing at that. I can't remember how many battles are in the elevator. I believe it's 4. It drags out a bit. Also, I can't hear it right now, but I'd assume that you guys can hear the awesome music that plays here. I like the music here. The only problem is it overstays its welcome slightly, which is a shame. But it's still cool. If I remember correctly, it gets you a bit pumped up for what's going on here. We're on a mission to try and save Leon from the big bad Chairman Rose who's talking to him. Oh yeah, and Hop heals us between each battle just so that we don't have to worry. I still feel like this is an overreaction from us. Like we're literally breaking into a company property and breaking through security to get to the top floor to meet the chairman of the company just because a meeting is dragging out. I feel like we're being a bit unreasonable. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. It is a two-turn move. Mega Punch, I didn't even see that. I compared it to the other of the same type. That's a good point, Vox, that's a good point. I am Matty, destroyer of movesets. Never question that. I will, if you give me a Pokemon, I will make sure it has a bad moveset. Oh, not bad necessarily, just suboptimal. I feel like Hop is just basically here as a punching bag to take the blows for us while we take out the enemies. It doesn't really feel like Hop is contributing that much at the very least. Sip of a drink one moment to keep my throat running, I guess. Not running. My mouth running, I guess. There we go. 2 down. Nobody can beat Macross Cosmos Insurance when it comes to... Oh, Macross Cosmos Insurance. That's one of the subsidiaries. The building is well over 500 feet tall. Random fact, apparently. Still don't know if the meeting is even still going on. That's a good point. He could be lost in Hoenn. For all we know, I mean, he has such bad sense of direction according to everything we hear. Oh, you have extra shiny. That's cool. I think there are 2 more sets of trainers to beat through. I think. Was it only? Actually, there are 3 doors. It might just be those 3 sets. I can for the life of me not remember. Also, what is that pose with the hand? Jazz hand? I don't know. Stunfisk. I will say, Stunfisk was such a forgettable Pokemon when in the generation it was introduced. I do appreciate that they actually try to do something interesting with it in the regional variant of Galar. It's it didn't succeed in making it like a really memorable Pokemon, but it succeeded in making it more interesting to look at. So, kudos to them, they did that at least. Also, I guess it kind of makes sense in regards to how hunting, hobby hunting, I guess, is a thing has always been like part of UK culture. So it being shaped like a bear trap kind of makes sense, I guess. I don't know. I might just be spouting nonsense now. It's Cry. I don't actually remember what it sounds like, cats. Macros Cosmos Air. They have a lot of subsidiaries dealing with different fields of things in this building. Also, apparently the higher to the top you come, you get, the more important the people working there are. That's a thing. I think this should be the final stretch to the yep, that would be the very top we're getting to now. I like the area up here, simply because of the Sky Dome. I'm gonna save real quick, because if the game crashes, I don't want to go through all that again. So, Oleana. You stand between us and what we're supposed to do. Weird hunting's not a thing. Oh, it's not been a thing in the UK for years? Huh. Oh, I did know about the whole thing that it was for the the upper class, the people who owned mansions and stuff. I suppose it was more like back in the somewhere between the 40s and the 70s? Oh, anyway, Oleana. She pissed. She real pissed. This is the calm and composed woman. We just unleashed her inner tyrant. She does not like kids who meddle with adults. Oh, I forgot she has that. It's so pretty. I love that Pokemon. Also, apparently this building is built on top of a location where you can actually Dynamax, which is interesting. A power spot. We won't be utilizing that at the moment. Fox hunts, that's the one. Wasn't it fox and pheasants? Might be wrong. Oh, thanks for the offer on the shiny, Lord Dark Dragon Edwin Davis Jr. I will have to politely decline though, because I'm not allowed to trade in this challenge. So, but it's very kind of you to offer it. You could try and ask someone in the chat if they want. But personally, I will have to decline, unfortunately. But thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. I do. Milotic. I do not remember. It's a dragon. Water dragon? Water dragon. Aqua Ring. That's gonna make sure that it heals every round for a while. As if it was holding a leftover. Shouldn't be that big an issue. We'll just slowly tear it down. Should just be one more hit. Oh, it's poisoned? Okay, definitely one more hit only. Mystic Veil. Veil. Mystic Veil is actually one of the few Okay, let me correct myself. Mystic Veil is one of the many attacks I don't actually remember what does. It's one of the few that I have encountered a lot recently. I still haven't checked it out, unfortunately. I should have done that. Okay, what's next? Salazzle. We'll need a water. We don't have water with us, do we? No. But we do have grass. No, wait. No. Don't do grass. That's what's weak to fire type. Derp moment. Ground should work against fire. Perfectly fine. Also pay attention to which Pokemon she's sending out, because so far she's sent either really beautiful or really like, I guess in case of Salazzle it's considered a strong woman type of Pokemon. It's definitely still like feminine Pokemon. But that's a twist. We'll get there. Safeguard put up a Mystic Veil that protects from status moves. Oh, okay. Okay. Bye, Salazzle. The short-lived meeting. Oh, don't worry, Vox. I'm way ahead of you on the 4X weakness. Serena, I loved running this Pokemon in Sun and Moon. It was a lot of fun. Mainly because it is one really strong physical attacker. Actually, mostly exclusively because it was a really strong physical attacker. I was running it just because I wanted to evolve it for my Dex. And then it turned out to be really useful, so I kept it. And just like that, a sixth grass type was added to my team. Accidental monotyping, I swear. It's like the second time that happened. It's kind of funny when it does. There goes Serena. We hardly got to know her before she was out again. Safeguard War. Now, you're gonna be scratching your head a bit now, I'm assuming, because now she's gonna send out Garbodor. Garbodor is poison. Is it just pure poison? Ground Psychic. We have ground type moves. I can't remember. Garbodor is just pure poison, right? Oleana is so pissed. She has to literally resort to using pure garbage against me. He looks so smug. Not just pure garbage. No. Gigantamax garbage. Look at this thing. It's huge. That's a lot of trash. I do love the details in this thing though. Like it has a Pokédoll on the front. I believe on the back there is a Master Ball in the pile of trash, which is a fun little detail. Was it Master Ball? I think it was a Master Ball. It was either that or Great Ball. I think it was a Master Ball. But yeah. Time for our golem to take out the trash. Oh, you're faster than us? Uh-oh. Oh, that's not too bad. I think we should be able to take it out in just one hit. Maybe two. Not two. Okay. That is not too bad. Special defense goes up. Defense goes down. Speed goes up. Okay, that's... Might have to stall a bit here, unfortunately. Why didn't I use a max? It's fine. Full restore. Garbage monster, yes. Garbage monster indeed. Oh, now I feel a bit sad that we didn't use Sadako against it. It would have been Big Mouth versus Garbage Monster. Shame. Oh well. It's still faster than us. I hate the fact that we are poisoned. We're gonna fix that. Gonna fix that with full restore. I'm not sure it's worth it keeping Asgard alive, especially because we're both gonna Dynamax now. Max Quake. You take about half my health. Oh, low roll. Or actually, it's because my special defense has gone all up, isn't it? Was it it? Something happened. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I just play the game. So now that we are all... Oh, also... I know I say this a lot, especially in this episode and this stream, but I just really love all the music here at the end of the game. Oleana's theme is one of my favorite songs of this game. It's... I don't know. Good music is just something that's worth treasuring. And video game music is like, in many ways, maybe not Pokemon music specifically, but some games, and movies for that matter, I would go as far as to say that the soundtracks are almost equivalent to what you'd say classic music was in its time. It's something that's there to be listened to in more complexity than, let's say, pop, for instance. Not a big fan of pop, but yeah. But it depends on the music entirely. Like, there's also way too many video game music songs that are just like on repeat for 30 seconds, which is a shame. Also, and I'm gonna be quiet for a moment, I have not muted anything. There's no background music here. Really awkward. So, I do like the like, it looks like these are still images with colored shading, but as far as, well, they might be actually. Yeah, they might be. That would make sense. Would have been cool if it had been done real time in engine though. We look so derp, just staring at Leon. Hey, you're Leon! So the thing that happened was that, again, summarizing the plot because we're not reading it here on this stream. If you, again, have a Let's Play where I'm actually going through this if you want to see the story in depth. But basically what happened here was that we found Leon together with Chairman Rose. Apparently they'd really just been debating something and it was really taking a long time because Chairman Rose wasn't stepping down on his demands or offer, I guess. Meanwhile, Leon is more of a guy that's like, I just really want to do the whole champion thing, please. Can I just do the champion thing? I'll help you another day. Just, can I do the champion thing tomorrow? But yeah. And, well, as you saw, Chairman Rose was like, well, it'll be something for the history books. Really ominous. I wonder if he's gonna be up to something, eh? But, now that we've defeated the Op, please don't tell me you want to battle me. We already beat you. Oh, you don't. Okay, good. We've beaten the semifinals. And now we're on to the finals. This is where it becomes interesting, actually. Because we've beaten our rivals. So are we just gonna go up against Leon now? Would the logical question be. But no, we're actually gonna get pitted against something that I, for one, didn't expect when I played this the first time. We'll just be thrown straight in here. I don't think, yeah. Okay, yep. These guys are not here in the waiting, in the changing room to cheer on you. No, they're here to fight. We're not gonna fight all of them, but flavor-wise, lore-wise, they are all part of this bracket over here. So, yeah, we could talk to them, we could get some flavor out of them. Again, I'll save that for the actual story-related stuff. If I remember correctly, we're gonna go up against, what's your name again? Milo. That's the first one? Do we fight? How many do we fight? I don't remember how many we fight, actually. Yes. We might as well just jump right into it, right? Yeah, here's the finals, where you're not the only one fighting to try and become champion. All the gym leaders of this region also want to become champion. And funny enough, that's what we saw at the very start of the game, where Raihan was challenging Leon. And to try and get his title. I don't know what happens to the gym in that case. If, for instance, Raihan beats everyone, does Leon take over the gym? Does one of the trainers in the gym become the new leader? Or does the league headquarters decide who becomes the new? I don't know how it works. I actually kind of wish they had an explanation. Oh, the plot twist. Look at that. Look here. It's Woolo Boy. He's back. He wants to talk, but he's also like, I got disqualified, but you know what? I'm not gonna take this sitting down. I am gonna prove that I'm still worth something. I've been working real hard on becoming the new heir to the fairy type gym. So, yeah, we're gonna find him. And he's now fairy type dude. I quite like his, I really like his old design. I don't mind his new design either. I like the outfit. But I do like how he seems much more... He's smiling, let's put it like that. And not that smile where it's like... I'm just like a douchebag. But more of an earnest smile, I guess is the right word. So, and yeah, cats, Pete is back. Unfortunately for him, I believe we still have a team that can just basically erase his team. So, I don't know why, but looking at his outfit, I cannot not see that as ice cream. Like, it would be like, I guess it would be like a light strawberry with mint and vanilla. I might really be craving ice cream right now, to be fair. That could be why. But, you know. Oh, yeah, that's a shame. But Vox, don't worry. You'll be the ones who unveil the actual what's going on here. I just summarized it real badly. It's much more interesting when you can actually hear the dialogue. I did not see what he's sending out against the Rapidash. So you'll still get you'll still be the ones who reveal the plot itself. So don't worry too much about that. This one is... I'll just shadow ball it, it's fine. Mermaid ice cream, oh. That's a good point, I never had that. Katarine. I think we just continue with our starter, right? Ooh, gum flavored ice cream. That's a good point, actually. I love how we're back to debating ice cream. Sass, Cats, and I were debating ice cream yesterday, or 4 days. Candy floss Rapidash. Oh, I could go with some candy floss. I only ever had... Weird fact. I've only ever had that once in my life, actually. It was so long ago that I don't remember what it tastes like. That's a good point too, Vox. That's a good point. Also, that's a big Hatterene. But it doesn't scare me. I should probably be a bit scared, shouldn't I? That's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Okay, it's fine. Oh, you're gonna set up that field? Okay, I know what that field does. I hope I know what that field does. Does the field nullify ghost attacks or priority sneak attacks? I'm not gonna take a chance. I'm gonna burn you. Oh. I forgot Floristall's warfare, guys. Oh well, I guess that means that Chandler goes down. No wait, that gives me a chance to heal him actually. Also, I'm definitely grabbing ice cream after this. I think I have a bit left. Oh, I can't remember. I need to read up on these fields. I remember they do way more BS than they should. It doesn't look like it's gonna make a difference though, because burn baby burn. There's a Disco Inferno for you. We're still faster, right? Yeah, we're still faster. Here we go, Vox, with your Yu-Gi-Oh rants again. Oh, yeah. To be fair, Yu-Gi-Oh is a bit of a mess in some aspects, so I can understand why. I won't comment too much on it though, because I don't know enough about it. Destiny Bond, fine. But from the few things I've heard, it's an oddity to behold. That is, like, not necessarily talking about the anime, but just the card game, I suppose? I don't know what I'm talking about. I should not... Rule number 1 on the internet, don't talk about things you don't know anything about. But yeah. Why aren't I using the super effective ghost type moves? Because I could not remember if the weird field that the Hatterene had put around us nullifies ghost type moves or priority moves. It's one or the other, and I didn't want to take a chance. Because that was how I lost against you one of the times, Vox. Which still annoys me to this day. I need to really read up on my field effects, because this is annoying. Oh, I have been healed. I am... Anyway, now that Beat is out of the way, I believe we have to... Like, Beat is not technically part of the roster, so we just had to beat him. So no more beating around the bush. I'll stop, don't worry. Now for the actual finals. Priority moves, thank you. But that's what they're called. That's not Milo. Hi, Nessa. I should not have Chandler up front. I still really like Nessa's design. Like, there are some weird things like her belt floating around her and the floaters on her shoes. But I really like what they did with her hair. And also the fact that, like, considering that she's wearing a swimsuit, basically, like not suit, swimmer outfit. I think it's part steel, isn't it? I do like the fact that they made it sporty, so that it actually fits that thing is not part steel, never mind. I do like that they made it sporty so that it feels appropriate for what she is. In general, they did a lot of really good design choices when it comes to character designs in this generation. Just in a lot of generations in general, actually. But yeah, I like it. I like it. Emergency exit. Okay, right. But the lizard pod has that. But thankfully, that means that she's not gonna heal it at least. Our Scooter. So if I remember correctly, this thing has a dark type move. It's time for... Hey, controller, would you mind cooperating with me? Thank you. It's time for Viridian to hit field. Viridian should have been up front from the get-go, but oh my god. Did we catch a small Pumpkaboo? Because Viridian seems so much smaller than Morgana in my Nuzlocke. Or is that just me? I feel like that's the case, right? Okay, that hurt. Also a crit, that makes sense. But I took you out. The queen of typos. Vox, don't worry, we all make typos. Pelipper. Water flying. Probably not a good idea to have grass out for that. I think we'll just go Sadako for that. I could have... No, I think that's fine. Water, grass, electric. I should have brought Rotom, shouldn't I? Not that it matters. I'm only really worried about Leon's battle when it comes to this specific playthrough. And even then, I don't think I'm that worried about Leon, to be honest. I know Pumpkaboo comes in different sizes. I couldn't remember if our Pumpkaboo in this playthrough were like the smallest variant, while the one in the Nuzlocke was bigger. It feels like the one here is remarkably smaller than the one in the Nuzlocke though. It might just be me, but I feel like that's the case at least. But yeah. Someone make up a comparison. I'll probably end up doing that myself around November. What is with the crits today? Well, no more water pulls for you, mate. Okay, she has Galissapod and... Oh right, her signature Pokemon is still left. I'm gonna send Galissapod out again first though. I am gonna take that opportunity to heal Viridian. I feel like that is the right move, because I want to Dynamax Viridian with this. Because I believe we have a 4x, 4 times multiplier against Dreadnought? Dread, whatever it's called. I'm thinking real hard here. I believe it's water ground, right? I think it is. Memory, I has none. I want to believe it is that though. So I think. Oh, perfect. The rain stops. That is actually real good for us right now, because that means there's at least not a buff on the water seeking. There's one more Pokemon that I remembered. Okay. I am not paying attention, evidently. I thought she sent back in Galissapod because she didn't have anything left. Not that it matters, we'll just slots bomb you. Sadako might go down. Not the worst thing in the world to happen. Oh, it's using Aqua Ring. Sadako is not going down. Water Rock. Water Rock. Oh, it's still 4 times multiply though, right? Because Rock is also weak to grass. That's fine. Thanks for the correction, Vox. I swear. Remembering dual typings on newer Pokemon. I was close though. It's specifically like Rock and Ground I often get mixed up. And I think that makes sense to some degree. Anyway, let's make the small pumpkin a slightly bigger pumpkin. It's so small! I swear Morgana is bigger than that. I can't remember. When we met her first time, Dreadnought only Dynamax, right? Does it Gigantamax here? I think it does, which... Well, normally that would mean that it's not the same Pokemon, but I guess he must have gone to the Isle of Swords, which is the DLC we don't have yet, where somehow we will be able to get a Gigantamax ability on our starter Pokemon. So I'm assuming that's what happened with her Pokemon too, if she can Gigantamax it now? Just speculation on my end. We don't actually have any confirmation of that. But that would make sense. Either that or she has more Dreadnought, which I mean could also be a thing. Because you cannot toggle between Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing normally. And she's gonna Gigantamaxing it, which I am fairly sure I did not do the first time we met it. I'm fairly sure I did not Gigantamax the first time we met. Yeah, the first Gigantamax we meet, isn't that the fire gym or the one after that? Doesn't matter. But yeah, just headcanon. I think she went to the Isle of Swords. Oh. Okay. Multiple Dreadnoughts could also be, yeah, well. But that's not as fun. I like my headcanon. I think we also have to go up against Raihan before we can go up against the champion. That would make sense, because Raihan is always the one who... He's so frustrated. Raihan is always the one who goes up against Leon, so we kind of have to knock him out of the way to get to Leon ourselves. The sad thing for Raihan in this case, and you'll see that, is that the format... Yeah, oh, yeah, here we go. We can actually see everything. X-Maniac wins against Nessa. Alistair wins against Melanie. We're going up against Alistair first. Right, I forgot we have 3 battles in total. Raihan won against Milo, and Pierce won against Kabu. One thing to take into consideration there is that Pierce does not Dynamax any Pokemon. Kabu does. That means that Pierce won against Kabu without Dynamaxing. That is somewhat impressive. Like, from a lore perspective. We're going up against Alistair. Huh. Is it gonna be Ghost on Ghost? That... I did not see that one coming. I like this. I like this. Actually, we saved for the safety of not crashing. I'm not gonna have Sadako up front. I want Big Mouth to be what we're Gigantamaxing against. Well, wait, doesn't Alistair also use a Gengar? That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be Big Mouth against Big Mouth. What's the time? We have half an hour. I think we can make it past Raihan in that time. Which is a lot of good progress. That should mean that we should be able to wrap up the main story of the game next time and probably start the post game and potentially even finish it, maybe? I have to look into that. If I think we can finish it next time might be a 3-hour stream instead, just to get it over with. But for now, let's just focus on the here and now. The Battle of the Mouths. Exactly, cats. Pierce is considered the 3rd strongest trainer in the region despite its lack of Dynamaxing. Oh, really, Vox? Huh. I'll admit, I forget a lot of the flavor around a lot of them. Even so, though, this is definitely one of the regions that have, for me personally, some of the most memorable gym leaders. Also just because they actually interact with the league as well. It's so cool. I like it. Yeah, you spent 4 hours beating Leon the first time, Vox. And I remember why. You were strongly underleveled. But you did it, and for that, you have my deepest respect. You kept going, and it worked. I honestly wasn't sure if you would be able to do it. Oh look, double Chandelier. Who do you think is the stronger one? Probably one with a high level, right? Mine is the high level, right? Yeah, definitely. Oh, I just realized we basically could... Oh, we don't have Poltergeist with us, okay. If I... Oh, that would have been fun, I should have done that. I should have checked his team beforehand and then run mirror match. Where it's just like, I'll beat your team with my team that is exactly the same as your team. Just to... That might be a bit mean to humiliate a kid like that, to be fair. Again, Alistair is another example of really interesting character design. I love the kid's design. He's cool. He's cool. Sola. Oh, sorry. Is it called Corsola or is it Corso? Sorry, this is Cursola. Oh, that actually answers it because it's like opponent curse. It's Corsola and Cursola. This is the Pokemon we lack. I want that on our team. If by any miracle the weather aligns next time, we might get it. Otherwise I might catch it off stream if the weather aligns, just so that we can have it. Actually, I could do that, record it and then just play it back on stream, so that you still get the experience, just not real time, and then I could do commentary on top of it. It's technically an option. Technically an option. The top 2 to 9th best trainers in the region, and the kids all 8th. Yeah, true. It's a good point, Vox. Okay, Battle of the Mouths. Next, oh, it's too bad that. Wait, what's the difference? This Pokemon steps on the opposing Pokemon's shadow preventing it from escape. We're gonna have to use that because it's the signature Gigantamax move of this Pokemon. Come on, it might deal 10 less hit. What are those numbers? Power points, but power points, power. It might have 10 less power, but come on, Battle of the Mouths. This is gonna be, I swear, if you were in this stadium right now, I think it might be pretty terrifying to look at. I love this, it's so dumb, and I want more of it. Wow! Oh, that's perfect, it's Mr. and Mrs. Big Mouth versus this other. Oh yeah, the crowd is totally cheering for this. This is... There's only one match. Oh, it was so short-lived, that's the saddest part. There's only one match that I liked perhaps a bit more than this, and that's Big Mouth versus Cake. Just because the context of that is hilarious. But yeah, we had the bigger mouth, I guess. Well, we had the better Pokemon in this case, at least. Look how defeated it looks. So now that we're taking down 2 game leaders, we are now qualified to go up against Raihan. And my upstairs neighbors are being loud, shouting and smacking the doors. I hope that's not too audible. I really wish they'd show a bit more respect towards the other people who live in this building. Okay, yeah, of course Raihan won against Pierce and I won against Alistair. Yeah, that makes sense, Yes, Mouth versus Cake was perfect. Placement in the tournaments is in part what decides which order gyms are in. In short, the 9 strongest trainers are Leon, Raihan, Pierce, Melanie, or... Are you is that canon? Is that canon, the order? Because I don't remember reading that. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but I'd actually like to know what the source of that is, just because I don't remember the source of that information. That's interesting. Also, yeah, this was like the signature battle of the entire challenge. This is where it tops. It's going downhill from here. Raihan, he's using ground and dragon types. I'm thinking Viridian in the lead. Now, here is the reason why Raihan is not as terrifying in the league as he is normally. He's not allowed to use his dual battle setup. He can only use one Pokemon at a time. But as long as you can take out that Pokemon, he spends way too much time setting up his weathers and too little time attacking you. That's his big weakness. He loves to play with the weather, but because he has to set the weather, if you can take out the Pokemon that set the weather before it can use it, the next Pokemon will want to set up a new weather, if I remember correctly, which gives you a turn to take it out. So, that's a fire Pokemon. I am so bad at predicting which one he sends out first. And yes, Raihan's back. Dragon Dude. Yeah, dude, I don't care about your song. Your weather effects. Honestly, why not, right? Might as well take advantage of the weather. Wait, is that thing fire rock, isn't it? Might have made a grave mistake here. I was using a fire attack anyway. Too much time taking selfies, definitely. Shadow Ball. We're still faster, so it should not be that big a deal. Also a decent level plus stab, so almost. He's just continuing using... Don't you have any attacks that's actually super effective against me? Yeah, full restore. Let's do that. You guys love this dork, don't you? He's I found him a bit annoying at first, but the more I studied his like movements and facial expressions, you can tell that he's a good person at heart, who is just a bit too into the idea of being a dragon trainer. Flygon. Bird, that's ground. Ground? Flying versus ground. Rock. Ground that nullifies, so we won't do that. Syntagrosa. You have to die at least once every now and then, right? Or maybe you'll survive this time. So, Flygon. That means that the weather is now gonna change to Sandstorm. I can't remember if yeah, he's gonna spend a turn. Oh. Why am I super effective? I don't mind it, but why am I? Oh, Dragon versus Dragon. Right. Well, he's not even gonna get a chance to... Oh, he is gonna... Sorry, gotta be... It hits more than once? Never mind. I stand by my first utterance then. Not even gonna get a chance to set up a Sandstorm. I'm fairly sure he was gonna use that. Now there's no weather effect, because he hasn't even had the chance to do that. I'm gonna send out a Tornado... Oh, Tornado. Turnator. Is that the Fire Dragon? With the Shell Trap? Or Tornado? Yeah, it is. Okay, yes it is. Okay, so Vox taught me something important on stream yesterday, and that is once it's set up, the thing it just did, I think. Shell Trap. I should not use physical moves because that'll trigger it. So I take damage now. I'm gonna make an assumption here. So when Shell Trap triggers, the damage it sends back to me is what, twice as much damage as I dealt? It should go down now, so I'm not really scared about Shell Trap again, so it's fine. But I think that's how it works? I assume. Either that or it's the same amount of damage back at me. Goodra. Oh, what are you? You're dragon... That's not a goo type, so I don't know what this other type is. What is Goodra? Water dragon? Grass dragon? Fjord dragon? We'll send out Syntagrosa again. As long as it's dragon, we're fine. I don't think he uses any weather effects with this one. Not that I will want to give it a chance to do so, but... I really wish I had this Pokemon for my Nuzlocke. Ah, that's a shame we can't find the source of that box. That's really interesting if that is, like, if we can ever find that though, because that would be the kind of world building I kind of request in these games. He's gonna send out his big guy now, isn't he? Oh, I can't remember what that thing is weak to. We're just gonna stick with Syntagrosa. Goodra disturbs you. Well, at least we took it out quick. Don't worry, cats. We took it out quick. Here's the Lighter. I swear it looks like a Lighter on legs. Okay, so it's not very effective. You know what? That is... Oh, it is very... Not... It's just effective. And that should be fine. Okay, so it is... That would make sense that they have a set gym order, like that is canon. Specifically, there is one thing that kind of sticks out to me as contradicting what you said earlier in regards to it being ordered by how strong they are. That would be, I guess they would always have to maintain the same power balance then, because the three first gyms kind of seems to have always been... How many stupid selfie? That to always be the same because it's the starter typings? I don't know. Just some food for thought, because if one of them, if Nessa became too strong, they would have to replace that, right? And put, like, say the Ice Gym all the way down there. I don't know. Okay, Duraludon. Show me what you can. G-Max depletion? What that? That kind of hurts. That's not very nice. Super effective. It reduces my power points. Oh really? You're eating my power? Well, you know what? And the ghost is gonna almost take you down before that can happen. Oh, too much. I think I'll be out of power points with that. Although, will he use a full restore while it's Gigantamax? Becomes the interesting question now. I still have it. Okay. I guess we'll see. He won't. Did he use a full restore earlier, or is it specifically because it's Gigantamax? That would be really good to know. Yeah, that's Raihan. That is apparently the second strongest trainer in the whole region. I would call it a bit of a pushover in his follow-up battle where it's not dual battles, but well, I mean, apparently this is what the bar is like. Leon, on the other hand, can be a bit tougher. A bit tougher. Oh, he used one earlier. Okay, thanks, cats. I'm glad someone's paying more attention than the one playing the game. There we go. We have now qualified to be up against Leon. Still, we did all of that in 10 minutes. Damn. Okay, well this is going quick. Tindra goes for the win. Oh yeah, Hop's cheering on us now. Actually, he really wished that it was him going up against his own brother, but he seems to have found a better mindset. I think we can leave right now. I want to do something real quick. This is gonna make more sense in a bit. Right now it's not gonna make a whole lot of sense. I'm gonna do something really, really stupid. That is, once I get the chance. Actually, I'm gonna explain what I'm doing. Right now, since I remembered to do this, I'm gonna buy a lot of Pokeballs so that I can get a lot of Premier Balls. Because once we get to the cover legendary of this game, I'm gonna try and catch it in a Premier Ball. And I know what you're gonna think. In a Premier Ball? Are you stupid? And I'm gonna answer with, yeah, I just might be, actually. This will be 10 Premier Balls. 20... I think we're just gonna get 50 of them. It's just to make sure that we... it's gonna be overkill, let's be honest. There we go, 50 Premier Balls. Premier Balls? Premier. Pronunciation of words is a tough challenge. Oh, we had 15 already. Okay. I'm not oh, Vox, I am doing it again. I did it with the other couple Pokemon. I'm doing it with this one. Fun thing, actually, Vox knows this story. The rest of you probably don't. I did the exact same dumb thing with the other in Sword. Because I wanted to prove that my lock is absolute garbage. And I only had to soft reset the game 3 times. I will promise you guys, since I'm on stream, I will not attempt this more than... I will not attempt to catch it in that ball more than what seems reasonable. We're not going to be sitting here for like 5 hours and just soft resetting. Or are we? I could dedicate a stream to that, actually. That would probably be an unscheduled stream, so it would be like not when we have to record an episode, but still. Yes, matching the Pokemon in the ball they deserve. It's definitely important. But yeah, look at this. We're going up against Leon. He's out of focus, apparently, because he's talking about the fans, so that makes sense. He's just talking about how he's going to have a champion time and all this stuff. Okay, champion battle. Oh, wait, no. Here comes the plot twist. Hello, I am totally not the bad guy, and I'm gonna do the totally not bad guy thing right now. Basically, well, I can't skip the text, so you can actually read this. I'm not reading it out loud, though. So the thing that's been going on with Chairman Rose for the entirety of the game is that he's very focused on he wants to save the climate by making a renewable source of energy for the region instead of coal and all the other things that have partially made certain Pokemon species partially extinct, such as damaging the Corsola line into becoming a ghost type. And basically he's gonna try and trigger the Darkest Day to try and achieve that. And yes, Leon is completely right that it's absolutely not nuts that he's doing this. So the plot finally happened, and we're allowed to interact with it this time. But yeah, the problem with me not reading this and just clicking through it is that I'm actually not sure what they're talking about. I think we're going to the Slumbering Wealth now. I don't remember the ending that well, to be honest. Mainly because we haven't done this in the Nuzlocke yet. It's not as clear in my memory. I did this back in September last year? November? Oh, I forgot he has the lab coat. He's so cute in that. Oh, yeah, right, we have a mom. I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe if we talk to our mom right now, they made a small programming mistake, unless they fixed it in a patch, where she'll be like, hey, congrats on completing the league. Which is like, Mom, we're not done yet. I think it's now or right before the Leon battle. I know it is a bug in this game, unless they patched it out. But yeah, we're back in the Slumbering World. Well, yeah. Mainly because you forgot you aren't getting to catch the cover legendary before the post game. No, I didn't actually forget that it's not in the post game. Wait, is it in the post game? Oh, it's only in the post game. That's a good point. We're not doing it today, but still. So the fun thing about being back here is that specifically for the Nuzlocke we're running together with this, is that once we get back here, we're allowed to catch something here because we didn't do that the first time we were here. Here's the problem though. Everything's kind of level 2. But it is legal to get something if we don't already have all the Pokemon caught that roam in this area. I don't think there's anything here I can get. In the first area, that is. The Slumbering World is deeper this time around. As you might be able to tell from us just walking in here. Squirrels, yes. Yeah, here's a Galarian Wii thing. Oh, I might be able... I'm actually allowed to catch that in my Nuzlocke, huh? And Muna, right. Wait, aren't we... One moment. Oh yeah. Okay, there's no transition between... That's interesting. I guess the transition is that small area we walk in, but there's no like visible, super obvious transition between the areas. Keep that in mind when you get there, Vox. That's important so that you know when you have to... well, it's important for both of us, so that we know when to call out what... No, I don't want to fish. I don't want to fish. Thank you. So that we know when to call out what we're gonna do in that area. But that's for the Nuzlocke. We're in the Monotype here. I'm just exploring for the moment to try and catch some of the stuff. Please catch it and take it. I know you... I don't think you're allowed to take my Galarian Weezing if I catch it, actually. Because of the duplicate clause. I'm allowed to give it to you, though. Yeah, that's what we actually, I am 99% certain that we concluded you are not allowed to get a duplicate through trading unless it is given to you. But again, that's for the Nuzlocke. If you want to challenge that, we can do that on text after I'm done streaming. We need to debate, maybe not today, actually tomorrow, Vox, if you have the time, I would like to debate the finer details of this last segment for the Nuzlocke, because there are some things I'm a bit worried about in regards to levels and stuff. We might have to tweak the rules a bit. But the Weezing in the overworld is so big. Yes, cats, it is. It's also ridiculous to look at. I love it. I cannot for the life of me remember which path is the correct path and which ones are like the, hey, go here for extra stuff. I know you don't own it at the moment, Vox, but it still counts as you owned a Pokemon in the evolutionary line, so duplicate claw still counts. Again, we'll take it later. Don't worry. I personally say it still counts at least, but yeah. We can debate that off stream. No worries. I'm more than willing to adjust rules where they need to be adjusted. No worries. Don't get me wrong on that. Also, still a few edge cases we don't have set in stone for the for the rule set. So yeah. But the Slumbering World is whoa! I didn't see the Stunfisk. It's way bigger now, but this should be, yeah. This is the end. This, guys, if you're only listening right now, I want you to pay attention to the stream for a moment, just because this is one of the most stunning areas we're going into right now in regards to the game. Well, once we get to transition to the inner sanctum of this area, which will happen in a moment. Right after we meet the copper Pokemon. Although I guess first we have to get foggy with it. A lot of fog. And then they disappear again. Hey, where are you going? Well, Hop, did you ever consider that, hey there, Sonia, that they might just not want to talk to you? That you're maybe disturbing the slumber? Okay, good watching. Good says. When I walk up here across this bridge, in my personal opinion, one of the most stunning scenes, like just from a visual standpoint. So, when I walk a bit further up from this bridge, is it now or is it post game actually? It is now, right? I want it to be now. Oh yeah, it is. Look at this. I think this was in the trailer as well, but it's just this is what I wish the entire game looked like. It's so nice looking. It actually kind of looks like something right out of Legend of Zelda. But yeah, this place looks great. I really like what they did here. I might have oversold it a bit, but come on, it's pretty. I mean, especially when the camera pans like this for the cutscenes, it emphasizes the. There was a lot of effort put into making this a cinematic, nice-looking place for the story. And I kind of wish a few more areas of the game had the same level of attention put into them. Because there are some areas that look a bit more bland than others, unfortunately. Still a visually nice-looking game for most part, though. The Twilight Realm. This would be the one place where a crossover with Legend of Zelda could happen. Actually, specifically because you mentioned the Twilight Realm, that would make sense because Wolf Link and these legendaries are wolves. That's a really nice, well done, Vox. I did not even cast that one myself. To be fair, I never actually played. That's a Hammerlock Stadium, right? Is it called Legend of the Twilight Sword or something? I have not played enough Legend of Zelda games. Oh, right, I need to. Oh, by any chance, can I talk to you and you'll get us out of here? Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. So we have it heading to Hammerlock. If you might remember this, but Hammerlock has a power plant in it which is controlled by Chairman Rose. And currently, this is where the power spot detector is showing some real high readings, which basically points to, hey, the bad guy's in here. Twilight Princess, thank you, cats. I honestly ought to play more Legend of Zelda games. Maybe I'll get around to it someday. If I remember, I mean, Chairman Rose works for, well, he owns Cosmos company, so he's using steel types. I wouldn't be too worried about that. I'm gonna save an extra time here just in case. Oh no, it's Oleana. Are you gonna try and stop us again? I know I'm biased, but I kinda like Oleana's outfit simply because it looks like a pseudo lab coat. But yeah, she's basically like, oh no, Shaman Rose is going too far even though I backed him up this entire time. Could you perhaps stop him or save him or whatever? And yeah, it doesn't look too good, does it? Hey Hop, have you beaten him yet? You haven't beaten him yet. Hello? Anyone? Oh, there you are. Shaman Rose. This here, once again, I need to point it out. I'll talk a bit less because the music of his battle is more epic than this guy deserves. But 4 minutes. I think we're gonna wrap up what's going on in this building, and then we'll end the stream. We're gonna run a bit over time, but it's gonna be fine. Trust me. You want to see the next part of the game. This music is epic, I swear. It's it gives that I mean, let's be honest. It's a choir that's singing in what I'm assuming is Latin. If that is not the bad guy music in every single JRPG, right? Oh yeah. It's so... I know I'm gonna rant a bit here, but please bear with me, I won't make it too long. I just find it a bit sad that this part of the game is the most thrilling part of the game in my opinion, because we get to interact with the story. I wish there was more of that throughout the game. Kinda like in most of the other generations where it's like, hey, we found one of the secret hideouts of the evil organization, maybe you should have a look at it, like that. Maybe in the next generation they might integrate it a bit better. I mean, they might have done it because they were experimenting with changing up the gym and league system and wanted to try and solidify that first. I'm assuming they have good reasons for it. I just think it's a bit of a shame. But because they did it fairly well in Sun and Moon. To be fair, that was very on rails, but still, it was a big step upwards compared to X and Y. I feel like it's Generation 3, 4 and 5 that all do exactly what I'm requesting, isn't it? Technically also Generation 1 and 2 to some extent, but those games were a bit weaker in the storytelling department, so I'm gonna exclude them from that list and more so focus on them being like, they were good games in their own right, they were the starting point of the series. Anyway, I've been talking so much that I didn't even realize we almost beaten Shaman Rose already. We're just gonna Dynamax Chandler. I'm not the only one who likes this music, right? Like for the atmosphere. It's perfect for the atmosphere. Oh, that's a shame. That was another snap animation. I've sadly noticed that with a few of the characters, where when they Dynamax, it goes from one pose and then snaps straight to another pose. That's not lost frames on the stream. That is actually because it just doesn't have a fluid animation between it. It's that bit of polish where when you notice it, it's a bit annoying. It's not game breaking. I just find it a bit sad. Oh well. 3, 4, and 5 did that, but 4 did not do it that well. I don't know if I fully agree with it. 4 had many flaws. But bye, Chandler. 4 had many flaws. Actually, I cannot comment on 4 because I haven't played it fully yet. It's one Pokemon game I didn't actually finish. I honestly ought to, I've said this so many times, I really ought to get around to playing them all and just reviewing them. I've never done a review on this channel, but hey, maybe someone would be interested in watching me talk about what I like and dislike about Pokemon games. Or other games for that matter, actually. Although there are so many video game review channels these days. That might be... But again, that was also... Oh, here comes the Turret Spell again. You can probably hear that. I guess it's fitting for what's going on though. Does that mean it's nearly... Yeah, it's 10 in my time. We're probably gonna be listening to that for about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, so I will not progress with the story for now. What is this? Dragon Ross. The user tackles the target while exhibiting unwilling menace. This may also make the target flinch. 100 power but only 75% accuracy. I feel like I replaced Takedown. Team Flare before it was stylish, essentially. I guess. I will say, if anything about Xiao Rose, he's a gentleman that once he loses, he admits it. That's more than can be said about a lot of other bad guys in the... That's the interesting thing here. They didn't go for a bad guy, but for a misguided good guy. And I like they did that, but I wish they'd done so much more with it. It's another case of Pokemon has the right ideas. But it feels like they lack the time to execute it. Like, the development time is so short these days, and... Oh... I really wish they had taken more time to make this game. I really want to do the next part. Oh, well, we should head out and heal anyway. You can probably hear the Turret Spells. I would be surprised if you cannot hear the Turret Spells. That's not in-game, that's on my end. That's because I live right across from a cathedral. And it has been really loud lately because of different holidays. I expect it to go on for another 5-ish minutes. We'll be healing, we'll be talking a bit, we'll go in, we'll do the last thing of the stream. I expect we'll be ending about 15 to 20 minutes later, but I think it should be fine given that I also started 2 hours early compared to what would be regular schedule. Yeah, I agree, Cats. He's an honorable man at the very least, who admits defeat and respects the challenge he's up against. Also, you didn't get to read it, but one of the things he says when you defeat him is literally, I'd forgotten how much fun it is to battle with Pokemon. Well, that's paraphrasing, but it says a bit about his personality, and I think what they also wanted to get across was that this is a man who's unfortunately, like, I think it's partly commentary. Rose is part commentary on wanting to do the right thing but using the wrong means in a misguided good, but also commentary on Rose being jaded from having grown up. He's forgotten what he really enjoyed because he had focused on these grown-up priority things that he wanted to make the world a better place, but in the process he forgot to enjoy life. And wow, I'm actually getting a bit teary-eyed because that's actually kind of a really beautiful message to try and remind people that the world might be pretty shite at times, and there are a lot of things that needs to be taken care of. But it's also important you just take your time to sit down and enjoy exactly the thing that makes you happy in life. As long as it's not something that destroys someone else's life, obviously. But yeah, I mean, that's my take, of course. The Pokemon dialogue is still so vague that it's open for interpretation, but that's my take on it at least. And I feel like I got a decent analysis of it. Mr. Dadbot. Yes, Vox, we could also call him that. The bells still... Okay, can anyone confirm or disprove? Can you heal the bells at the moment? Because they're still going, and I really don't want to do the next part with church bells in the background if you can actually hear it. Because it's kind of the climax of the story. And I would hate to have that in the background. So for now, let's just look at some of the items we got. Life Orb. It boosts the power of moves, but at the cost of some HP. on each hit. That's interesting. And actually, some of these items were just... I wish it was possible to look these things up in-game. It isn't, but I wish I knew what kind of boost you get from each items, because that would make it easier to judge whether or not it's worth running them on certain Pokemon and not on others. I'd assume this is a really good item to run on more tanky Pokemon that can take hits and has the health pool to actually be able to spare it. And probably also Pokemon that have healing capabilities with them. You can't hear it. Oh, you can hear it. Okay. I think, Vox, it's because you're the only... No, Cats, you also have a headset, right? Will they just keep going? I hope not. If they keep going till a quarter past, I might just stop the stream, unfortunately. At that point... Actually, at that point we might as well just go for broke. You know what we're gonna do? Since the bells are still rolling, we're gonna go back to the Pokemon Center one more time. And we're gonna update our trainer card. Because by beating the gym, we did get new... Oops, whoops. We did get new ways to... New ways to... And we got new borders and stuff. And who doesn't like to mess around with customizations? Life Orb is for glass cannons. Really? I would not have guessed that. It's the strongest boost you can get. Oh, you're not wearing headset, Vox. Okay, well, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's look what we got for the cards. Everyone loves customization. I do, at least. We got that room. That room. We got the states from... We got a few good ones, but I think I'm still gonna stick with the Glimwood Tangles. I just... Oh, wait. Sorry, this one. Ballonlea, I love that background. Do we want a different effect on top? Oh, you know what? We need this for our ghosts, don't we? It looks like a ghostly aura. We want a different border. That's good. A bit over top, a bit too... Okay. Guys, I need your opinion. Do we want the border we have already, which is really simple and just helps with showing up the numbers? Or do we want this for a more stylized card? Cast your votes in chat. Because I kinda like this, but it might also be a bit too much. We could also go with this one. I actually no, I think that is too much. Yeah, I'm swinging between... No, too fiery. I'm swinging between these two. Any opinions? You're gonna get one shot anyways. A little health off of your head to ensure the one shot won't matter. That is true in regards to Life Orb. But that also means that you need to make sure that you have either a priority move or that it is the fastest Pokemon. That you don't get one hit KO'd. You like the more stylized one, says. Yeah, I think we go with this. Like, it's gonna look like this once we finalize the card. I kinda like it. It adds a bit of flair to the card, doesn't it? I think we're sticking with it. Why are all of these? Did I just pick the first and best expression? I did, didn't I? I'm just gonna remove all of these. I remember which one we had. Wait, do I? Do I? We had this one. We have new poses though. Uh-oh, what is this pose? Okay, I need to see these poses more clearly. This is dumb. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Am I like free falling? I am. I'm jumping forward. It looks weird. Oh, whoops, wrong button. How about... Oh, this one I know. This is the I have been defeated pose. It doesn't really work with this facial animation though. Actually, I guess it does kind of work. This is... There we go. I have been defeated. Oh, I guess it should be... Actually... There we go. I am good at styling cards. Too close? Too close. Too close. It'll also be all kinds of small in the background. Like, oh no, defeat! I have embraced thee. Probably not this pose. Didn't we get another one? This one, right? Or is that just me? That's just me trying to hawk the camera. All going like, ta-da! I feel like we have to go with one of the new poses. I almost feel we have to go with this one. It's too dumb. I love it. We kind of have to go with this, don't we? It's the kind of pose I would never use seriously, but since this is so nonsense, we're going with this one. I'm sorry, guys, we're going with this one. Do we want a special type of foil? Or do we just want a clear card? I normally just go with the matte coating because that way the card doesn't have those weird extra... I'm not sure I like the foil. Well, this one is actually not too intrusive. No, you know what? We're going with the matte coat. Print it. There we go. That's our new trainer card. The bells are still going, believe it or not. It's almost been 15 minutes. Isn't it beautiful? If that isn't the best trainer card, I don't know what is. And with the new ghostly aura around us, it almost looks like our soul is leaving us. And we look so happy. It is so dumb, and I love it. I really do. I really do. Okay. I swear, if the church bells don't end within the next 3 minutes, I'm just gonna end stream because 1, I'm not gonna wait half an hour with just sitting around, and 2, they're driving me insane. You can't hear them anymore. Maybe it's because I'm talking so much. You probably can hear them if I stop talking, to be honest. I'm gonna give it like a few more moments. So if anyone has anything in chat you want to talk about. We are getting close to like the end of the main story here. Actually, I can talk a bit about that. We're getting close to the end of the story here, in regards to before the post story. What is only lacking is one battle that is the one I want to end the stream on. I really want to end the stream on that. It feels perfect for it. But if, I guess, God's intervention, well, at least the church's intervention, does not allow it, then so be it. But we'll see about that. Otherwise, it's also going to be an awesome way to start out. And then after that, it's basically just a battle with Leon, and then we're jumping into the post-content. So, yeah, we're getting really close to the end of the game here. I think I am actually tempted to say we might be able to end this series in the next stream. I'm very tempted to say that. Okay. Oh. But yeah. We can have a look at the cards we've gotten. We haven't actually looked at these at all. Of course, we got Hops here. And Milo's. I love how it has the autographs. Also, fun fact that you probably saw on Vox's stream is that if you flip them, you actually get a bit of lore behind the character, a bit of story about them, which is pretty neat. Also, just cool that they. Oh, the bells are stopping. The bells are stopping. The bells are stopping. I think my sanity is saved. Give it a moment. still ringing, but it's not like super loud anymore. You know what, guys? We're actually going to be able to wrap up not the main story, but this part of the plot. So, I know we're not actually reading the plot, but I feel like I'm ready. And I can talk a bit about some cool stuff here. Actually, one thing I did want to talk about. Oh, I really wish I remembered it properly. When you Dynamax a Pokemon, the swirling light that comes out of your Pokeball form the symbol of, I believe it's greatness or big or something like that, which is perfect because that's basically what you're doing. You're making the Pokemon bigger. Pay attention to that if you can. It's hard to catch during the animation if you're not doing what I'm doing and editing the video. But the fun thing is, I've only ever seen that mentioned in one spot on Reddit before. No one else seems to have either caught it or mentioned it. If they have, it must have been it must have been in videos I'm not watching. But yeah, here's the climax of the story. This is a Pokemon. And it's really scary, apparently. Basically, this is Eternatus. Once again, I'm just summarizing because we're doing the plot in my main series. This is Eternatus, and as you will soon see, it's quite a foe to be against. And basically, what Leon has been doing up here, and what Chairman Rose wanted to do. How to describe this? Chairman Rose wanted to trigger the Darkest Day in order to summon Eternatus, because Eternatus is the source of all the Dynamax energy, and with that source under his control, he would be able to have an infinite source of energy, which would be a good replacement for coal and other non-renewable energy sources. It's a bit long. So what is happening here, what happened is that he was trying to convince Leon to help him by catching it because he's the strongest trainer in the region, but Leon just failed, as you can see. So now it's up to us. I believe this thing is Dragon something. Also, the music is so chaotic here, but it's perfect for this battle. So if I remember correctly, we cannot catch it at the moment. Actually, I'll show you we cannot catch it at the moment. If I try and throw a ball, it'll just be like, oh, you can't do that. And there are story reasons for that. Mainly, basically what's going on right now is that this dragon is so full of energy, that it's so strong, regardless of its level, that we cannot catch it. It just straight up, as you saw, destroys the Pokeball. So what we have to do is weaken it. I swear, this whole battle is much more epic when you actually follow it like with the story and not just me being the weird narrator who does the summary. That was surprisingly easy. To be fair, my Pokemon are a bit high level compared to what they should be. So we took down Eternatus, the big bad one, we think. But I think we might have done a small miscalculation. Because this is bad. So by trying to defeat Eternatus, we basically just unleashed its ultimate Eternamax form. Not Dynamax, not Gigantamax, no, Eternamax. And if you pay close attention during the actual battle to what's going on in the space around it, you'll notice that it's basically so strong that it's ripping apart time and space. As you can see, you should have seen that right there, yeah. It shows locations from around the Galar region. This thing is so powerful that it's messing with the physics of the world. As you can also see from all the debris flying around. You may notice I cannot even enter my backpack, because we're technically in a raid now. We need to take down Eternatus. That thing is big and kind of freaky. Someone hacked in Eternatus. What? Oh. Right. Yeah, it's like what happened in the Slumbering Will at the start of the game. We cannot hit this thing. at all because it's so strong. But Hop's got the right idea. We're gonna do this, hope that that we can maybe use these things to our advantage. I love this cinematic, and I love the music. I say that too much. I'm sorry. I'm such a sucker for good music, a good cinematography. This is the part of the game where the game just really shines. I swear. Of course, cats, you'd want one of the world-ending dragon beasts. Oh. But sorry, I was about to say. Actually, I'll mention that in a bit. I love this. I've said this so much. I love this song. This sets the stage for the epic battle to save the Galar region, basically. Now it's not just 2 teams or 3 teams. No, 3 teams, right? Trying to fight for the world. The freaking legendary cover Pokemon shows up to try and help us by being in the same battle as us. This is this is the peak of Game Freak doing it right when it comes to legendaries, integrating them into the story in this way. It's perfect, at least near perfect. I love what they did here. I really love what they did here. Also, just because, sure, we're a strong trainer. But do you really think we could beat this quantum physics beast that's ripping apart reality? Just two kids that are like 12 or 13 years old? No, we need help from really powerful legendary Pokemon. And you know what? That makes sense. So now we can actually hit it, because now the 2 legendary Pokemon are helping suppressing the mysterious aura that it had around it. We get to see them attack. And Hop's here too, of course. Well, let's not talk too much about that. He's here. But as I'm actually circling back around, someone hacked in Eternamax form of Eternatus. Its stats are insanely off the charts. I believe it has 1,600 or something insane like that in all stats. That thing's strong, as it should be. You wouldn't use it to end the world, just chilling with it. Yeah, that's fair, cats. I love the music. I had to turn it up a bit, but it shouldn't interfere with the stream. Oh. You can't see this because I don't have a camera, but this is where the game really... The game shines and it makes me smile. For all the slack I give this game, this is definitely the part when I played it the first time, and now that I'm replaying it, this is where I felt, yes, this journey was worth it. I know that sounds like I'm a bit sentimental and a bit like emotional right now, but I mean, come on. Am I wrong? Maybe it's just, it might just be me. I'll be honest, it might just be me. I mean, that's a personal opinion, so, but I just, it also just, it's one of those moments where you can tell Game Freak does a lot of weird things when they design stuff. They do a lot of weird things, but they did this right. They got this spot on right, and for that, I'm really thankful. Especially because this is like the climax of the story. They had to get this right. The only thing... Here comes the nitpick again. The only thing I don't quite enjoy is the fact that as cool as Samacenta and Zacian's attacks are, you have to watch them this many times, it becomes a bit old. But it's fine. Those two are basically what's dealing damage to Eternatus right now. Ah, cats, I'm glad you agree. It's like it's not like it's groundbreaking for JRPGs, but this is what I want more of in Pokemon. Because Pokemon is really, you can have Coca-Cola and Pepsi, and then each of those brands have Coca-Cola Light or Zero and Pepsi Max. Pokemon is basically JRPG Light. And that's not to say it's bad. That's just to say that it's a slightly different formula that tries to achieve the same thing, but to a slightly more casual segment. And you know what? I think they do that well. For what it's worth, I think they do that well. Why am I not doing review videos? Oh, well, I guess I can just rant about it here, right? I love this battle. I love the... Ah! Oh, I really needed this. Just, I'm smiling more right now than I have been doing most of the day. I know that might sound dumb, since it's just Pokemon. But I really like this part of the game. Actually, that is one thing I will forever give Pokemon, at least in their later generations, a lot of credit for. Their soundtracks. I will put them on in the background and just listen to them, even if I don't have the game on. Some of the songs I will not, because they played too much, such as the battle theme, because I wish they had a bit more variety. But for big events like this, the music here, Oleana's battle, Chairman Rose's battle, Eternatus's 3 stages of battle music, the League songs, the gym songs. It's such a solid soundtrack. I know I'm basically just gushing over the soundtrack right now, but come on. I also think that this battle is also just a cool visual marvel, to be honest. And it has a pretty solid frame rate going for it, despite having so much going on. Now, I cannot not catch this Pokemon. A few interesting things. If I didn't have 590 Pokemon, I forgot I bought so many stupid Pokeball. Oh my god. See, the thing is, there is a 100% catch rate on Eternatus. You can use whatever ball you want. I could put it in the Beast Ball if I wanted to. You know what? Screw it. We're putting it in a Beast Ball. Even though it's not an Ultra Beast, which normally this would have horrible catch rate. But because this thing has a 100% catch rate because of the story, I can put it in this. It even has a custom animation being sucked into it because... Look at this. I'll shut up for a bit. I just love this scene. I remember first time I did this, of course I spoiled that it. Oh, everyone, you wanted it in a Love Ball? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, cats. I just thought it would underline my point that there's a 100% catch rate by doing this. It also, I mean, this thing basically tore apart the space-time continuum. It's basically an Ultra Beast. Except it's not from a different dimension, but it could as well have traveled to other dimensions with how powerful it is, I'd assume. But yeah, fun fact, if you really wanted to try and softlock the game, by any means, go ahead and try. You cannot softlock the game right there. It will give you a Pokeball, just a regular Pokeball, if you have not brought a single Pokeball. And so that you can catch it. And if you think, oh well, I'll just fill my box and my party so that I don't have space for Pokemon anymore. Box number 32 does not get unlocked until you're done with the Eternatus battle, because it wants to make sure that you do not softlock the game. If you catch Eternatus in that battle, it gets put in that box because it unlocks right before it gets caught. You can say a lot about Game Freak and their technical know-how, but the fact that they actually made sure that that battle does not softlock, hats off to that. That is good design. It just needs a hog. Well, it got hogged by a Pokeball. Since we have now gone half an hour overtime, thanks to the church bell, I think this is where we're gonna end the stream. I'm sorry if I rambled a bit too much about... I'm sorry if I rambled a bit too much in general. It's just one of those things where I know a bit of the technical stuff. I forgot the card. I'm so done. I'm so done. Okay, I think that's a good way to interrupt myself. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream. It went way better than expected, and I feel so relieved that it went well. And I'm just in a tons better mood right now. I hope you enjoyed the stream as much as I did. It was a bit of a slow start. I know I rambled a lot throughout it, and I gossed way too much over the soundtrack and stuff. But that's what I do. That's just me. That's just unfiltered, pure Maddie right there. If you can't handle it, well, I mean, then I'm sorry, but I'm sure there's someone else here on YouTube that would be a better fit for you then, if my rambling is too much. And I would actually say go and find them, because you deserve to watch what is best for you. Regardless. Yay, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I love the card, I do too. But yeah, enough talk. Thank you for joining the stream, everyone. I hope you're gonna have a continued good night, and I hope I'll see you too for maybe the stream series finale next time. Either that or the second to final episode / stream. Until then, please do... Now my voice is failing. Until then, please do take care, and I want to say don't forget to stay awesome and stay beautiful and all these, but that's all the other YouTubers have already said that. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm zoning out here. Getting a bit late. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.